G'day, how you going? So today we're going to do some fishbowl questions for you, some frequently asked questions that we... So we're going to start with, what have we got?
What surprises do we have?
Oh, how long does well, it says bathroom, kitchen, but we're just going to go with bathroom. Renovation usually take us?
Generally 2 to 3 weeks, depending on what the clients have chosen. Tilers.
If it's floor to ceiling.
Yeah. So most of the time, 2 to 3 weeks. Most of the time we can finish a bathroom in 2 working weeks. But 90% of the time we'll say 3 weeks just to give ourselves a bit of a buffer for trades or materials being slow to get.
And it doesn't then put you guys out. At least if you guys think it's 3 weeks, at least then you're like prepared for that. But if it's finished earlier, that's even better. Alrighty, the second question is, can we live in the house during the renovation?
Most of the time, yes. Though it is a lot easier if you're not, obviously, because we spend a lot more time packing down at the end of the day to put your house back together to make sure you've got your house. We don't have to do that as much. Obviously, we leave it clean, but we can leave our tools on site, which makes it much more productive for us to get your job done faster. But yes, you can stay, depending on, obviously, if we are doing asbestos removal, there's 100% no. You have to move out for a couple of days. But, I mean, safety first. But otherwise, normally, yes. Yes.
And they're really, really good. We have lots of comments. Well, I get lots of comments after the boys have finished by saying how they clean up every afternoon. Wow. The house doesn't even look like they've been there except for what they've destroyed, because you got to destroy it before you can make it look prettier. But yeah, so they leave it clean, but like you said, like.
But in general, like obviously you are doing a renovation, so there will be dust. You know, we try our best, and though we try to make sure that we do a massive clean at the end, make it look like we were never there. But
yeah,
dust is nasty. Dust is like water.
Gets into everything. Number 3, why should clients choose a licensed builder instead of going cheap?
There's a difference between going cheap and going someone unlicensed. You can go a cheap licensed person, and you can go an unlicensed person. I would still go the cheaper person. Obviously, a license is everything and really important. Whether you go with us or not, it is extremely important for any client to make sure they get a contract and QBCC insurance. It's a protection for both. It's a protection for the client. Obviously, QBC homeowner insurance protects you from having issues with workmanship, wrong design. It gives you someone to be able to fall back on. And also for us, it's as long as we do our job properly and QBCC checks it and makes sure they're happy with everything, they will just make the process a bit easier for everybody. Sometimes, no matter what you do, you are going to have moments in building and renovation that one side isn't 100% happy. We've never have had QBCC be involved in anything that we've done, but I have heard they have been involved. Obviously, a dispute sometimes can get messy, obviously, with us, because we are so heavy on communication. We don't get to that stage, but some people just struggle with communication and don't care. So QBC's there for that. And say tomorrow something happens with us and we have to shut down for some reason, or we can't get to a job queue, and there's a warranty issue, or something happens on a job, QBCC will send out a licensed builder to make rectification works or anything. So if we're not available.
So if you ring me and say, no, we don't want to go ahead with you guys, I will always say, please make sure that's fine, but make sure you get your QBCC and a contract. You have to have both.
Yes, because at the end of the day, anything over $3,300, that's including GST, must have QBCC insurance.
Yeah.
And must be a licensed person. If you don't and something bad happens to your job, QBCC won't even get involved.
Yeah.
They'll get a little fine, they'll get a little $1,700 fine, but they'll just keep going and doing it again. But you have no fallback. You can't say nothing because you haven't got an insurance. You haven't got insurance or your contract.
Yeah. So
it's important.
Sure. Yeah. Alrighty, next one is, how much does a renovation usually cost? That's a really, really tricky one. So the boys do need to come out. Well, we start with, hey, can you send us some photos? And we can usually do an estimate on that, like give you a bit of an idea. And then once that happens, the boys come out. If you're happy with the estimate, then the boys come out and then you do the quote. So it's really hard, but for, say, a bathroom, what would you recommend?
Bathrooms range from 27,000 up to the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
25,000 is probably would be the
35.
smallest. 25,000 would probably be the smallest that we would do. Obviously, it sounds expensive, but the trades and material costs are just next level. And obviously, bathrooms and kitchens are the most expensive parts of your house. And bathrooms obviously contain water, which water is destructive. It can destroy your house if it's not done properly, especially falls. And because we like to gut right back to bare bones so we can see what's going on behind the walls, we sort of try to make sure that we stay at that level. We go in, gut the whole entire room. Including
all the timbers behind, all that kind of stuff. So then you don't have water rot. Like even if it's a little bit, it's nice and fresh. Everything's done. The electrical and plumbing, the whole lot. So that's
it's all
really important.
It's all run through.
What is the biggest renovation regret you have seen a homeowner make?
Not wanting to communicate. Not putting it out there exactly what they want. There's a lot of clients out there that have vision but don't know how to
articulate it. And
then just you get to the end of the project and they're happy, but it's not like exactly what they wanted, which is disappointing to me. Like I'd rather rip it out and restart again because that client has not got exactly what they want. And it's only because of communication, of the sense that they didn't know how to communicate it.
Yeah.
Obviously we try to communicate the best we can. We strive to communicate and have the clients get exactly what they want, but sometimes that doesn't happen, but very, very rare.
Yeah. We usually ask we ask millions of questions and we love millions of questions. So to make sure that doesn't happen, I don't think we've ever had anyone that's just gone.
No.
But it's things that if we didn't ask all the questions that we did, then I think that there would have been a number of
and we like to go. I mean, a lot of builders don't like clients around while building's happening. I mean, I don't obviously love having clients there 24/7 up your bum, but it's great to be able to throw things off the client as they're happening, placements and all that stuff. So they have a final decision. They feel like they own it because they do. So at the end of the day, it's not my house. And their vision sometimes is in their head and it's very hard for them to get it out.
Yeah.